What's up, my doggos? In today's video, I'm going to share how I went from working a warehouse job to now generating over $50,000 a month. It wasn't easy, but through failure, through challenges, through the losses I've learned along the way, I will run through exactly how and what I did in order to get here, and how it changed my life, and how it could potentially change yours as well. Because if I can do it, so can you. If it's been done, you can do it as well. You just need to know how they did it, what they did in order to do it. At the end of the day, it's up to you to take action on doing it. So let's dive in. Now, I worked in a warehouse job for over a year or so. I worked at 2 warehouse jobs. My first warehouse job, I started working as soon as I graduated high school. No, literally. The day I graduated, the very next day, I started working at this warehouse job. The way I landed this job was through my brother, and he'd been working a warehouse job for some time now. And when he told me how much he was getting paid, fresh out of high school, I thought this was the lottery. $30 an hour. 40 hours a week. That's a good paycheck for someone straight out of high school. And it was a grind. You used to have to catch a train. You used to have to walk an hour from the train station to the job site. We would start at 6 a.m. So we would have to leave home at 3 a.m. So we would have to catch a train at 4 a.m. get to the train station at 5, walk from the train station to work, and then we would work. I used to work in the containers when I first started, and if anyone working a warehouse job knows containers, you know that job ain't it. In the boiling heat, in a container, throwing boxes into the container, and then also unpacking the container as well. And then I did also picking packets and putting it into a trolley, and then putting it into the designated store. That was my first job, working in a warehouse for about 2 months until we got let go. We didn't get let go because of our efforts, because we didn't show up. We literally got let go because they had too much numbers. And it made me realize we're just a number in a warehouse. So I didn't have a job for about a month, but then I landed another warehouse job after that. And this was the warehouse where I worked over 12 months at. I landed this because one of the boys worked there and they told me they needed people. So I thought, work a warehouse job with the boys, can't go wrong. Until it became the same thing over and over and over again, where you would wake up, go to work, come home, go gym, and do the same thing over and over and over again. Now, the work we were doing, we were just flipping boxes onto a conveyor all day for about 8 hours a day and doing the same work over and over and over again. Now, it wasn't really the work that got to me. It was more the fact on the things I would miss out on. Family events, hours and hours away from my family, and being stuck in a warehouse in the boiling heat, throwing boxes onto a conveyor for the rest of my life isn't something I wanted to do. I decided I needed to make a change. One, I was making ends meet, barely having enough by the end of the paycheck, because my biggest goal is to be able to give back to my family. When I worked a warehouse job, I couldn't do that. I needed to make a change. I needed to find a way to be able to give back to my family. I started to search for ways on how to actually give back to my family. And how the term goes, money is the tool, freedom is the goal. So with that knowledge, I needed to learn how to make money, which was the tool. And the goal for me was to be able to give back to my family. So I started to learn about online business models, things like trading, things like dropshipping, things like Facebook reselling, all of these things. But it wasn't until I started to learn more about digital dropshipping and how you can sell a digital product infinite times and keep upwards to 100% profits. Whereas original dropshipping, you're selling this trendy physical product and you're only keeping upwards to 20 to 30% of those profit margins. So with more research on breaks at my warehouse job and countless more research when I got home, I realized that with the videos I would research, I really didn't have anywhere to ask my questions. I didn't have a specific person I could ask to get my questions answered instantly and effectively, which is why I decided to invest into a mentor so I could get my questions answered instantly and get it from someone who has the knowledge, who has been successful in this space. Now I invested into mentors, I invested into coachings, but then again, I felt alone, which is why the community was such a huge thing for me, surrounding myself with successful people. And if you look at it now, I've moved in with one of the boys who now generates over $75,000 a month. And it's a no-brainer. You are who you surround yourself with. After investing into a mentor, getting the community around me, getting the training I needed in order to be successful, it wasn't all sunshines and rainbows. I didn't see results straight away. It actually took me 2 months to start seeing results. But with perseverance and the right people around me, I started to learn the skills I needed. Skills like sales, that has helped me generate over $50,000 a month. Skills like marketing, that has helped my personal brand grow to 25,000 followers on Instagram. These skills, combined with the business model digital dropshipping, has helped me in so many ways. but most importantly, being able to give back to my family, which has been the main goal. Working a warehouse job, I wasn't able to do that. Digital dropshipping, I was able to give back to my family. And I have a YouTube video on how to actually start digital dropshipping, and it'll be linked in the description below. You can watch that as well. But there you have it, my doggos. How I went from working a warehouse job to now generating over $50,000 a month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Many more videos to come like this, but I really want you to know you are who you surround yourself with. Pick the right crowd. If you are on a purpose and you are on a mission to do something different, you want to be hanging around the right people that are doing the same thing. You also want to lead by example. If you have boys that they want to make a change, but they're also in a bad situation, lead by example. Be the reason why they make a change. You are so important in this life. And like I said, if I can do it, so can you. So if you enjoyed this video, my doggos, just like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.